Good afternoon. In order to make money in real estate, you must understand something. You must understand the real estate market in which you want to invest in. You see, the location, the history, prices, everything about an area where you want to invest. It's important that you understand these things before you go ahead and make an investment. You see, investing in Lagos Island has proven to be very profitable over the years. But the thing is, potential investors have been asking, where is the best area to invest within the Lagos Island? And today, to do justice to this topic, we have a real estate entrepreneur. She is the CEO of Giselle Homes. Please welcome Millicent Duru. Okay, so we have Millicent Duru in the house. Please say hello again.
Hello.
First of all, I want to. Where exactly do you consider as Lagos Island? Let's have like an overview from you.
You mean like the properties around
No, like
Lagos Island?
Victoria
Island.
Okay, Victoria Island.
From Victoria Island, Ikoyi, Lekki, Ibeju Lekki down, VGC, Aja. Those are places you consider.
Okay. So what factors do you think potential investors should consider when thinking of investing in Lagos Island, like Lagos Island generally?
Well, for you to invest in real estate, first of all, you have to know exactly how much you're looking at investing. Okay. Anybody can, buy properties anywhere, but it depends. Like the properties in Ibeju are quite not that pricey, they are really affordable because it's an upcoming area for everybody. Still, being, it's actually there are proposed sites for the airport, Dangote refinery, and other things like Lafarge. A lot of companies are coming in, but they're not there yet. It's just being proposed that are going to be there. Then, depending on if you're looking at short-term or long-term investment, then you have to check if this is how much do you really want to invest in real estate. If you just want to buy land and keep it for a very long time, it would be nice for you to invest around Ibeju Lekki, because that's the new Lagos actually. Ibeju Lekki is coming up. But if you're someone who actually likes quick money like me, I'm a very good speculator. I speculate on properties. So you could cash out from properties around VGC, Agungi, Lekki. Depends on who your buyer is and why they're selling. There are distressed sellers. There are lots of people who want to trade in their properties immediately for liquid. So these are things you need to consider when you want to go into real estate. Some people want to buy properties to live in them. Now around that Ibeju Lekki site, there are people living there already, but it depends on your kind of person. Are you looking at having a luxury home? You can never build something of $1 billion in somewhere around Ibeju Lekki. It doesn't make sense. So if you're looking to buy, property, you need to understand who you are, why you are buying it, and why it's okay for you to buy it at that period of time. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So now let's look at prices. Now we understand that Ibeju Lekki is an emerging area, but let's briefly take our minds off Ibeju Lekki. Let's look at prices coming from Victoria Island. Like what has the price trend been like? Like what's the difference in prices between VI and Lekki, and let's say the prices between Lekki and Aja and going down towards the Ibeju Lekki axis?
Well, VI is actually turned into a commercial place. There are residential houses, but not that as much as you have in Ikoyi. Okay. We have residential areas in Ikoyi, like on Kingsway Road. You can't. Some people live there, but it's a bit very noisy. Then Victoria Island is a very strategic place for commercial, investment. Let's talk about somewhere like Adetukumbu Ademola. It's one of the most expensive places in Victoria Island. It's strategic. You have a lot of banks. You have, fast food joints. You have a lot of places there, that you can do businesses. That place is quite pricey. Yes, there is recession, but At the end of the day, our money doesn't have value. If you end up selling your property for 20 million, can you buy another property for 20 million? So sellers are not stupid at the end of the day. Just like developers, I mean, the cost of raw materials has really, gone so high. It's very, very difficult for you to say, tomorrow I'm going to sell a property for 20 million. Tomorrow, a price of rod or iron rod or whatever could be going for, $1 million. You don't know. The country is actually at a very uncertain stage.
Yes.
So you can't really decide if you can sell a property in 3 months for 100 million. Let me give you an instance. I was meant to sell a property on Tuesday for 300 million, and the guy called me. This property is in Lekki Phase 1. It's off Chief Collins. It's a very big property. It's beautiful, luxury, built with one of the state of art, materials, granite tops and all that. Good kitchens, walk-in closets, cinema rooms, swimming pool. We had this meeting 2 weeks ago, and the guy agreed for 300 million. The client was meant to come in, and the seller called me and said, no, the property is no more 300 million. We are going to increase it to 340. And I called the seller. The seller said, Millicent, I actually thought you have integrity, and right now I can see you don't have integrity. I said, why? He said, because 2 weeks ago he said to me that the property was 300 million. I said, okay, please, can you give me a minute? I called the owner. I put it on conference call, and they spoke, and the owner explained everything to him. He said, I cannot guarantee even selling this property to you for 300 million in the next 2 months. So if you are going to make a deposit now, then I know you've already paid for a property. If not, there's nothing about it. So things are really uncertain. I mean, the country with loads of very unrealistic policies, we really can't tell.
So, are you saying, okay, what are you saying, like, is this like the best time to invest in real estate now? Like
there's always real estate. There's never a wrong time for real estate. This is the most realistic investment in the whole world. You can never go wrong in real estate. The only bad thing that will happen to you is just for you to cash out. But at the end of the day, you're not going to lose your money. A lot of people lose their money in shares. If they invested in real estate today, they're going to be smiling to the bank. So real estate is the best investment in the whole world.
Okay. So
and the recession doesn't affect real estate. Smart people are still buying. Remember, they said anytime there's chaos, drives opportunities. Foreign direct investors are still coming in. Do you know why they're coming in? Because they see the opportunities we here are not seeing. We are all complaining about recession, and people are cashing out. So this is actually the best time for real estate.
Okay, so let's answer a question now. For someone who wants to invest within the Lagos Island, should people focus on emerging markets where they can get properties at lower prices, then they could just sell later or build rental apartments, or should they focus on properties, luxury properties, or properties between 15, 20, 30 million? What?
Depending on the investor. Some investors don't have too much, like people who are in banks, they're earning, just low and medium income earners. They should, rather buy cheaper properties, like 1.5. There are properties of 1.5, 2 million, 3 million. In 2 months, 3 months, you are going to cash out. No bank is going to give you that kind of interest rate in this world. I mean, that's the most practical investment you can ever have. So, but for people, in business, you need to have a target market. Who are your target market? What kind of property are you selling? Are you looking at cost leadership, medium, or you have a niche market? Like, the premier, like the luxury real estate. Is that what you are into? There's always a market for everybody. There are people who never ever go to Lekki to buy property. There are people who never near Lekki. They will tell you, I don't cross the bridge. I just want to remain in Ikoyi. So that's the way it is.
Okay. So Now let's look at profitability. Like, okay, I was thinking, you know, most people, they invest in properties because they want to rent out later and all that. For someone who wants to do something like that, you know, he intends probably buying land, building, and renting out. What like within the Lagos Island? Where are you going to look at, like, okay, invest in this area, like this is going to be more profitable for you than other areas?
If you are looking to rent out a property now, like for passive income,
Yeah.
let's assume you are looking to buy a property land today. If you're buying a property today, maybe a plot of land that you want to build like 10 flats to rent out from next year, and you have about 7 months to complete your project. I would say Aja is better. The pricing is not too high. Even, you know, around Monastery Road, you can get properties for 5.5 million for a plot of land, which, you know, you can get about 6 or 7 flats from it, about 2-bedroom flats or studio flats. There are more younger people coming up. We shouldn't disregard these low-income earners too. People want to live in studio flats, and they're still going to make money. You end up not, you know, you end up not spending so much in building. You end up not spending so much in buying the land. So you're cashing, and in 2 years you are still going to sell if you don't want to have the normal income. If you don't want to rent out anymore, you want to sell everything out. You sell it and still get your money back, and you have interest. Nigeria is the most, you know, is the place where you would get not less than 15% equity on a property. 15%, and you don't get that everywhere. So real estate to me is my forte. Like, this is my passion. This is what I live for. I think and breathe real estate every minute. So I like it.
Wow. So okay, I think that basically does justice to what we've been talking about. We've talked about an emerging market, that's Ibejileki, where people should look at, especially for low and middle income earners. We've talked about people who want to buy lands, build and rent out for passive income. We talked about investing within Aja, that Shangote area, right? Then we also talked about luxury buildings, and you said that it all depends on how much an investor has. Okay, so basically to kind of almost round this up, do you have anything to say concerning investing in real estate, especially within the Lagos Island?
Real estate, to me, you can buy properties anywhere. You can buy on the mainland. It's just for you to be smart enough. You know, you have a very good agent who can show you who is very good with speculating properties. You can buy from Ikeja, you know, Maryland. The cost of property in GRA Ikeja is as expensive as the cost of property in Lekki Fisher. So it still depends on where some people don't want to leave the mainland and come to Lekki. You know, it's just like where they have the Eco Atlantic. It's high. It's a niche market. If you have 100 million, 200 million, you're not going to near them because you can't even buy a plot of land from Eco Atlantic. So there's a market for everybody. For upcoming people, I would, you know, rather advise them to focus so much on around Ibejuleki. Ibejuleki, you know, the free trade zone area, the West side, where they have the proposed 4th mainland bridge. These prices are going to skyrocket in a few years to come. I mean, what else do you do in life than to save your money and invest wisely? It doesn't make sense.
All right. So guys, you have heard it. You know, the Lagos Island real estate market is not something that is too elaborate. You've seen it.
It's very easy. Deal with the right agent. Focus, have a target market. What exactly do you want to do with your property? You want to buy and keep, or you want to buy and build? What kind of property are you looking at buying? Is it luxury? Is it lower basic? or you are looking at medium, life is very easy. Choose whatever you want to do. Basically, that's me.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was the CEO of Giselle Homes, Millicent Duru. So, guys, you know how it is. If you have questions, you can ask in the comments below later on, and then we'll get to answer your questions. Then, if you haven't liked our Facebook page, go to Lands and Houses on Facebook. Like our Facebook page. Go on YouTube, Lands and Houses TV, and subscribe. We'll be bringing up more videos, and all we do is to educate you on how to invest in real estate within Lagos State. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a wonderful episode with Millicent Duru here, and this is the end of episode 11 of Real Estate Live with Olisa. Thank you very much, and until next week, guys. Have a wonderful day.